My goal in today's episode is to explain something confusing that Alan said all the time and make it actually land, because it landed for me in a new way, and I hope it will land for everybody in a new way today.
I was looking at clips from the Conscious Couples podcast earlier, and I was thinking to myself, this is the best I've ever been at speaking. This is the best the studio has ever been. This is the best the video editing has ever been. But I don't feel good about it. Why? I want to get better. And when you're focused on getting better, a lot of times that doesn't feel good in the present.
Next Level Nation, today for episode number 2128. Happy Monday if you're listening to this on Monday. Success isn't a feeling, it's a pattern. Okay. Alan would say something all the time of, you're never going to feel successful. You're never going to feel successful. And I don't agree with that, because I feel the most successful I've ever felt.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, no, in this very moment, no, I feel terrible about myself.
Okay,
honestly,
nice.
in this
That's
very
what
moment.
I meant. That's what I meant.
But like today, and not today, this week I felt like shit. This month has been good.
You're really proving your point
This
here.
month has been good.
Yeah, you feel good on the macro, but on the micro, you feel terrible.
But not like you. I don't feel as bad as you do.
How do you know? You don't know how I feel.
I've heard it. I've seen it. I've witnessed it.
Yeah.
I've heard your self-talk. Self-talk is not self-talk if you're saying it out loud, baby. I can hear what you're saying.
Go ahead.
Okay. Alan would say, you're never going to feel successful. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you really feel successful?
100%, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm more successful than I ever thought I was going to be.
That's
you know
why.
that.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Which, again,
how much more successful than you thought you were going to be?
Brother, I never thought I was going to have a podcast that is 2,100 and some odd episode. Like, no. What are we doing here, brother?
Well, I'm very happy for you. I am. I really, really am.
I appreciate
Genuinely.
it. I appreciate
we are not more successful than I thought we'd be.
Well, I know.
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
I know.
Okay.
But we're more successful than I thought we were going to be.
Well, that's good news for you.
So little Kev is very excited. Little Kev is very excited.
Yeah.
I think this is, so here is the thought. The thought is, if you're comparing to your potential, you most likely will never actually feel successful, because you know you're way capable of way more than you're doing. But what if we felt successful with the system and with the pattern of behavior? So you're averaging what, 50 some odd coaching, training podcasts per week?
In Q2, I ran the numbers, 90 days, 47 on average per week.
Does that feel like a successful system?
I would say I'm proud of that, and it doesn't feel...
Which one's first?
Well, to be completely honest with you, 47 is lower than I'd hoped. So it doesn't feel
What's your high? 56?
Yeah, the highest I've ever done is like 54 or something.
Maybe
57 was the highest I've ever done in one week.
That feel like a successful system?
Yeah. It would feel like a successful week. So you'll hear, I'm big on PRs. So I'll come to Emilia in the middle of the evening or whatever, and I'll say, PR today. She said, what do you mean? I said, 57 this week. 57. I just crunched the numbers. 57 coaching sessions, trainings, and podcasts. I get pumped about PRs because, God, I hate having to share this stuff. I want to do something that's never been done, ever in history. And 57 coaching sessions, trainings, and podcasts, I know there's been more than that done, but I want to get to the point where it's more than what's ever been done. I want to take the baton and put it farther than anyone's ever brought it in humanity. And that's what really motivates me.
I don't think you're ever supposed to feel good about anything then, really.
Well, then I'm right on track.
But I think do you think that's accurate? I don't know. I feel like
the 57 feels really good. It's a dopamine hit. It's like, fuck yeah, that's a strong week. And then immediately I say, one of my clients reached out and she did 512 therapy sessions in Q2.
Strong work.
And I said that right? That's unbelievable.
That is
strong work.
World
and
class.
Then immediately I said, well, let's make that normal. And then after that, my next message was, let's make that child's play. I want that to be fucking child's play. Like that,
I do.
Oh, there's levels, baby.
You're really throwing a kink into my episode. This isn't going the way. No, it's okay. This isn't the way.
There's levels. Dude, we gotta get better. I'm not here to.
I know, no, 100%. This is Next Level University, baby.
Yeah,
you put some respect on it when you throw it my way. You better put some fucking respect on it.
But I do know what you mean. I do want to share. I do know what you mean about being, because Emilia, my relationship with her is so far beyond what I ever thought was possible for me.
Yeah.
It's unfucking believable. I feel good about that all the time. So I kind of understand. It's all based on conditioning and expectations. Yeah.
Well, I think that's the thought. Is if I was to think of it as two trains. Results versus the system. Mm-hmm. You might not feel successful based on your results, but you might feel successful based on the system. And all success is a lagging indicator of the habits that you've been practicing. So what if you just ran the system? You just ran the system and you focused on that.
What you're saying is correlate your success to the system.
That is what I'm trying to say.
That's fire. Yeah, it's really powerful. But you can't just rest on it.
Well, you can't. No.
You have to make the system better.
Yes.
So I say this before I leave any coaching session. My clients know this. There's very few clients who I don't do this with, okay? I say we got to make the system 1% better before we leave. I'll go over before we don't change the system. And they say, well, I want to get better at reading 20 minutes a day. No, I don't mean get better at executing against it. I mean we need to make the treadmill better. Everybody's on a treadmill. Design a treadmill that brings you to your dreams, and then make the treadmill better. It's like, you ever do incline on the treadmill? It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, that was my weight loss right there.
There it is. You got to increase it a little bit each time. No. That's one thing I don't share enough. I never do the same thing twice. I increase it a little bit. The Next Level sales system, I just added. So it's 5 posts, 5 likes, 5 comments, 5 DMs, 5 invites, 5 emails, and 5 WhatsApp messages. And I'm 58 days in a row. It's killing me. It's a lot. It's not easy to do, but I want to see if I can do it. That's the point of life, to see what you can fucking do. I want to see if I can do it. NLU listener, what is happening? I just wanted to jump in here and let you know, if you want to get to the next level faster, we have a free virtual monthly meetup at the first Thursday of every month. You can connect with like-minded people and become a bigger part of this amazing global community. The link to register will be in the show notes.
This would be a very different podcast if it was just you.
BGU is different.
I'm going to have to listen. I haven't listened yet.
Well, if you want to grow your business.
You listen to Podcast Growth University? You listen to Podcast Growth U at all?
No, I haven't.
Now, if you as a guest at some point, if I can work you, if I can work you in, if I can maybe get a word in edgewise with the people and kind of get set up. I know you're a kind of busy guy.
Let's do it.
Pretty sought after. If you'd like to come on my little podcast about podcasts,
I would love
to. Maybe something like that. All right, what is your perspective on this? Because this is obviously blatantly obvious to the way you think.
Well, I want to hear yours, because I already told you mine. I do feel successful. There is no arriving. Arriving, I think 1,000%
BS. 1,000%. Okay. 1,000%.
Yeah. What is your take? Because you do feel successful. That's okay. I'm not making that wrong.
I feel successful because I think I know. Obviously, I don't know. I couldn't have done it without you, obviously. But now I feel like I actually know what certain things do.
Mm-hmm. You feel like I'm in control of the outcome, right?
Yeah, I'm in the cockpit and I know what does what.
Nice.
Now, I don't think I could fly it forever. I don't think I could fly it forever and just never mess something up or crash it. But I feel like it's I know what this does and I know what this does and I know what this does. Or maybe I couldn't fly it as well. I'm not ready to be the number one pilot. I can be a good co-pilot though. I feel good there. And I think that's, for me, I feel successful running the system. And maybe that's all it is. Going back to Saturday's episode, I have an awareness of the fact that something needs to change. Mm-hmm. I have an acceptance of, I haven't been doing that as much as I was before. Now I need to do that more. And then now I need to make sure that becomes normal and then rinse and repeat that forever. That's something that's not new, but newer. That's not the way I think naturally. So I think I'm just coming into that understanding now more than ever.
Do you tie your feeling successful based on outcome or process or identity?
Both.
What's your syntax? Mine is probably identity first, process second, results third.
I think this is where it's
the opposite.
Probably, but it's wonky. It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
It's so like fitness is identity, process, results.
That means you're most evolved there, I think. That means that's where you're most evolved.
Would make sense, right?
I think. But ironically, the only time you get there is once you know you're in control of the outcome. It's weird. Yeah. So I feel good about me as a man. I feel better about me as a person than I ever have. I just don't feel successful.
But will you ever?
I don't even know because it's a sliding scale. Like,
should you ever?
I feel more successful than I probably ever have, holistically. Yeah, for sure. But I'm not... This will land. I know we got to jump. There's a asset I'm going to put in the show notes. I'll send it to the production team right after this. It's something I used to call this micro success for macro failure. This is the person who has the perfect outfit in the gym, who takes the perfect videos. They are trying to feel good in the moment, but they're not working their ass off to actually get better. That's micro success in the moment for future failure. The opposite is what I think we're doing, which is the growth mindset. It's micro failure for macro success. I right now have less than a minute to communicate what I want right now. I don't feel good right now. I feel terrible. This isn't good. This isn't effective communication. But that's okay because I'm getting better. Getting better doesn't feel good. I think that's my point. When I watched those clips from Conscious Couples podcast earlier, I didn't feel good about it. It's the best I've ever been. It's the best we've ever done. But it's not... My standard increases very, very, very quickly. So you're always up against a bar you'll never hit. And the moment you hit it, you have to up the ante. And that's what Next Level University is. It's you set a standard above where you currently are, and of course you're going to struggle to hit it. And then once you hit it, you celebrate, and then you up the ante. And I think climbing meaningful mountains is what I've oriented my life around. And you would, dude, what you were doing 8 years ago, you would be alarmed. That was child's play compared to
For sure. But I think the reason I feel good about it is because, number one, it's a new quarter. And last quarter, I did really well. Like, that was the best, holistically, that was the best quarter I've had in my life by far, not close.
It's awesome.
And I think there's just a piece of me that's like still looking at that. Like, I have pride in that. It's like, fuck yeah. And I know I can do way better.
That too long this quarter.
100%.
Right? So
100%.
What's your take on that?
If you celebrate too long, the celebration creates chaos. If you don't celebrate enough, maybe you're not willing to invest to get the next dopamine hit. That would be my next level lesson.
Nice.
You have one quickly? Or
Stay in the construction zone. I think if you never celebrate anything, it's probably destructive. But if all you ever do is celebrate, it's probably destructive too. It all depends on who you are. For me, Kev needs a little more celebration than I do. It's not just me versus Kev. Let me explain. Alan at 26 needed to celebrate more than Alan at 36. Now it's okay. Next. But what used to be a day off, now it's minutes and moments off. And I think that is what the growth journey is. You don't need to celebrate as much as you used to. You used to want to take a week or whatever after a trip. It's like, dude, we can't do that shit anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
100%. All right, cool. All right, thank you for vibing with us on the last 5 episodes. I know they were quick and kind of dirty and different than the way we do it. I'll just call it out because that is what it is. But we will be back on our BS in a very short amount of time. As always, dirty, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Quick and dirty. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And NLU, we don't have fans. We have family. We'll talk to you all tomorrow.
Keep it next level. Next Level Nation.